15 races down and 1 to go in 2025. Welcome along to the Marvel Fantastic Four London E-Prix, the crescendo of season 11 of the ABB FIA Formula E World Championship. World champion Oliver Rowland. Nissan have struggled this weekend. He lines up P10 with his teammate Norman Nato alongside. Nato being the best placed Nissan, 9th on the grid here this afternoon. Eduardo Mortara had a brake-by-wire issue in the quarter-finals, meaning he was not able to complete his lap time. He lines up P8 as a result of that. Stoffel Vandoorne, 7th on the grid for the 3rd successive start for him in London for Maserati MSG Racing. And Dan Ticktum took his first ever pole position here this afternoon, but a 5-place penalty for colliding with Mitch Evans in the race yesterday means he lines up P6. Nick de Vries had his 2nd podium of 2025 here yesterday. He spearheads Mahindra's charge from 5th on the grid. The 2nd row of the grid is occupied by Pascal Wehrlein, the Season 10 champion, and Porsche, of course, aiming for the teams and the manufacturers' titles here today. Mitch Evans, a strategy mistake for the team, which is what he was ruining yesterday. 4 podiums, though, here means he's got good form. Günther, a 2nd time starting from the front row here in London, but he's never finished on the podium here since 2021. And Nick Cassidy, that's his 4th time starting from pole at this venue. 5 red lights are on, it's time for the conundrum in London as we go green and go racing. Good start then from Cassidy, but even better from Günther. On the inside of the front row here, they go to the outside line in towards turn 1. Cassidy gets the whole shot, so it's the 2 Jaguars 1st and 3rd as there's a crunch of carbon fibre in the middle. Stoffel Vandoorne in some dramas as we come through turns 3, 4 and 5, and we'll burst into the daylight for the first time. De Vries there having a look on the inside. Ticktum is on the outside of Vandoorne for 5th position there as well. Now switches to the inside line as we come into the bottleneck section, and they're all threading the eye of a needle through there, but amazingly, unlike yesterday, they've all made it pretty cleanly through. Mortara's in some dramas. He's dropped down to 22nd and looks to be out of the final race of the season. We saw his name dropping down the timing tower, and from 8th on the grid, it is going to be an unhappy end to the Swiss driver's race. Let's ride on board with the Swiss drivers. He started P8 on the grid.
But it already sounds like something's gone wrong. Yeah, he's lost drive already. And then he's got nowhere to go. Obviously, he's on the inside and gets pinched, but he's already had the problem off the line.
And here, 3 abreast down into turn 17. They want to make it through. They just about do as de Vries moves up.
Just let's focus on the race. I'm under Cassidy.
Rowland's now up in the 3rd place.
Oh!
No contact with Nato. And Ticktum there.
Yeah, not the first time that Ticktum's on the board. Yeah, he's going to thread the eye of a needle through both of them down into the custom house chicane. There's carbon fibre hanging off of of Nico Muller's car there. You can see part of the front wing is missing for him. Oh, look at this, side by side to the wall there for Rowland. He's into the wall, but he manages to keep it going. On board we ride with the reigning world champion, and somehow, despite all of the drama that unfolded in the space of 100 metres or so there, he manages to face in the right direction, and he's still attacking Nick de Vries for 2nd.
I think he made contact with de Vries' car.
Yeah,
the front wing.
Nato and the Neil McLaren of Taylor Barnard in some bother and out of the race. That's going to bring out the safety car if they can't get it going. And all the drivers that are in attack mode, so Rowland, Günther, Verne, Maloney and Nato, are going to be in some bother.
That's the most dangerous thing I've ever seen.
So we're coming over the rise. This is where the cars are going airborne through there. And de Vries on the inside. Rowland, it's not a particularly massive touch, is it? Rowland defending pretty aggressively here for de Vries, but the door's open on the inside, down into the 1st corner. De Vries decisively goes up into 2nd. Let's see, though, what the difference is in speed here with Muller. Coming down to the end of his attack mode, makes the move on Rowland, but he's up the inside again. Is Rowland into turn 1? He's in into the barrier. Face of, carbon fibre. The front wing's gone. Rowland is out of the final race of the season in dramatic style, and Nico Muller looks like he's not going to be going much further there either. What a disappointing end to the World Champions race.
And that makes Porsche the team's champions.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
There's a good chance here that Evans could win this race.
No, 5-second time penalty has just been given for overspeeding under the full course yellow, though.
There's less of a chance that Evans could win this race.
And let's have a look at what happened then down to the 1st corner. So it's Muller on the left, Rowland on the right. Outbrakes himself way too late, and
yeah. Don't know what to say.
Nissan have had a shocker, haven't they? I mean, the trouble for Jags in the Team Championship is...
Here we go.
Evans.
Lunge to the inside,
Right.
at 17. So now it's Jaguars 1-2. How are they going to play this one on the pit wall?
I'm telling you, get the swap done, make the gap.
Yeah.
But then, of course, it'll be quite tricky to tell Nick he's got to give up a win.
Okay, Mitch, we are holding position behind Nick. We are holding position.
Oh,
So they're not orchestrating a swap between the two.
okay.
So how are they going to play this one then? Cassidy up 2% on energy over Evans at the moment. Evans has just finished his first attack mode, so it's even Stevens pretty much at the front, despite the energy offset.
If I follow the lights, I'm over-consuming. So I'll repeat it one more time. I may need his help for the penalty, and I need his tow. Yeah, understood. I helped him today. I helped him today. Yeah, I'm not going to get angrier, but my message is very clear. Okay, Nick is currently going for fastest lap, then he will drop back to help.
Right, okay, so that's the plan, yeah, and he has closed that sort of, say closed the gap down, but he's gone back to 1 minute 10s as Nick Cassidy last time around.
But he needs to be doing like 1 minute 12s to come back.
Yeah, sure.
The point is Evans can't close the gap. Nick's got to drop back. So I'm perplexed by. I mean, today they're trying to get Cassidy the extra point for fastest lap. So I got that bit, but then he should immediately, having done a 1:07, which is 2 seconds faster than anybody else, just back it off.
We think it's possibly going to be 2 added laps in this race. Meanwhile, Sebastian Buemi's come through like an absolute storm. He started down in 19th on the grid here this afternoon. He's now up into 5th place, right on the back of Jake Dennis. He's having an absolute corker, and he's now going to move ahead of Dennis as we go down into the first corner. So Buemi in the Envision up through into 4th place. Could he sneak onto the podium in the final race of the season?
Because I am struggling, mate, and this is not cool. No, we understand. We are trying to make it happen. We are trying to make it happen. It is not happening at the moment, but we are trying to make it happen.
On the last lap, Cassidy's made 2.4 seconds on Evans. So not sure that instruction's landing.
Jaguar had won the last 4 out of 5 races, make that the last 5 out of 6 races. Nick Cassidy does the double at his final weekend for Jaguar TCS Racing. It's Cassidy on top here in London to complete the 2025 Formula E season. It's a 1-2 across the line for Jaguar, but it will be Nick de Vries in second. Evans will drop down to 5th place in the final classifications. Round 16 concludes with Nick Cassidy making it a double here in London. 3 wins on the bounce for the Jaguar TCS Racing driver ahead of Nick de Vries. A double podium for him here in Britain as well, ahead of Sebastian Buemi on the rostrum for the 3rd time this season. Mitch Evans, of course, came over the line in 2nd place, but a 5-second time penalty means he is classified in 6th position. Further down the order, Pascal Wehrlein faded at the end of that one.
That was incredible. Honestly, I love racing in this place. It's not been that kind to me the last few years, but this weekend, it's absolutely delivered. And when this stadium is packed full of people, it's a pleasure to race here, and it's great for Formula E. But also, it's been noted. It's my last race with the team. I've had again the best car. I'm the first guy to say that, and this one's 100% for them.
Jeff Dodds, the Formula E CEO, congratulates Nick Cassidy and will hand him the winner's trophy for his final time as a Jaguar driver in Formula E. 3 in a row for Nick Cassidy. And now time to run and take cover as the champagne shower is about to begin. The confetti flies for Cassidy here in London as he celebrates as a winner once more. Well, Oliver Rowland wrapped it up in Berlin a fortnight ago. Nick Cassidy, though, with a phenomenal weekend here in the UK, is up to 2nd place ahead of Pascal Wehrlein. Dennis and de Vries also moving up the order at the expense of Eduardo Mortara. Jeff Dodds, the CEO of Formula E, now awarding the second of the trophies here to Florian Modlinger. The team principal, the figurehead of the Tag Heuer Porsche team, and the man who puts in so much work behind the scenes, as indeed do the whole outfit. And now, the biggest moment of them all, Alejandro Agag, the co-founder and chairman of Formula E, awards the World Championship trophy to Oliver Rowland.
To celebrate with Tattinger.
Now time to celebrate then, as the champagne is about to spray. Once more the confetti flies here in London. And it's time to run and take cover. So the celebrations, I'm sure, will go long into the night. Oliver Rowland, the Drivers' World Champion of the ABB FIA Formula E World Championship here in London. Jaguar Porsche are the team's champions as well. And I'm sure the celebrations will go long into the night. What a season it has been in Formula E, and it all kicks off for season 12 at the start of December in Sao Paulo. I don't know about you, but I cannot wait to kick off racing once again.